Like Kelly said, my name is Carolyn King. I am the lead agronomist with Continuum Ag. I've got one of our newest agronomy hires with me today, Joel Reddick. A lot of you in here know him probably better than you know me, so that works out well for us. But like Kelly mentioned, we started this company as a soil sampling company. We were using Haney soil health data to make better fertilizer recommendations, essentially. That's still a really big part of our business, but we understand that that is not what's going to take us all the way. We can't soil sample the whole world. I certainly don't want to. It's exhausting. So we've really pivoted and changed with the evolution of the market around us too, to try to figure out how do we continue to bring good advice to these farmers and what pieces are they actually looking for and what are they missing. So today, as it stands, we provide the digital roadmap for soil health success. Essentially, what that looks like is a step-by-step guide on our software of how to actually implement these regen practices, and then also a constant connection with regen success agronomists in our network to make sure that things are going well, that you've got all your questions answered, that there's someone there that you can call if you're planting late on a Saturday night and something's not quite going right and you have questions. We want to make sure that the network is around to help facilitate all of that as well. Our main focus from the very beginning, and that will be until the end of time, is to focus on soil health. With that has come a lot of different iterations of things and different places where we can play, especially in the carbon space. But for us, at the end of the day, it all comes back to helping farmers make money off of soil health practices. We know that data is the most valuable tool within all of that, and we want to make sure that we can help the farmers collect all of that information and then appropriately share it where it's needed so that they can get paid for the different things that they're doing. And then probably my favorite part about working for Continuum, we're by farmers for farmers. Every single person on our team grew up on a farm in the least. Most of us are still involved in our family farms or farming on our own today. So we really understand this stuff to our core, and that's why it's so important for us to make sure that everyone is successful. So this is a little bit of what our platform looks like on the soil sampling side of things and data mapping, fertilizer recommendations. Like I said, we offer a multitude of things within the software: mapping, data management, environmental modeling, data validation, and then also sustainability monetization. I mentioned that soil health is the most important part of this to us. This is what it all comes back to. We want to make sure that farmers are implementing these soil health practices. We know that with just these alone, they can still be successful and more profitable, but that there are also other things we can help stack on top to make sure they can continue to do these things in the future. So just a quick overview, if anyone doesn't know the principles of soil health: armor the soil, minimize chemical and physical disturbance, maintain living roots, foster species diversity, and integrate livestock. At the end of the day, this is what it comes back to for us. And we want to make sure that farmers are using these as offensive tools and that they continue to use them long term so that they can continue to be successful. So we actually have 5 different products. Soil sampling is not on here because, like I said, I'm tired of sampling. It's exhausting. But we do still offer soil sampling with the Haney test. That is $10 per acre, not included here. But we've got some newer stuff kind of coming through as well. So, and I'll talk more about carbon intensity in a second, but our baseline CI score, the regen roadmap, which is essentially our regen ag advice, that's a big piece that we work on Kelly with, using the regen roadmap to get advice to the farmers in their regen program, CI validation, and then the roadmap plus CI validation together. So we've got a couple different things going. Our process is pretty simple. A farmer can join Topsoil. You can go to topsoil.ag to get there and fill out your profile. From there, we will unlock your carbon intensity score and get you subscribed into the regen roadmap so that you can monetize that carbon intensity score and right way when needed if it is helpful to you. So for us, this is where the big opportunity is. Like I said, we did the sampling for a long time. We still do that. Then we evolved to mostly just the regen advice and helping farmers implement this stuff successfully. The most recent thing that we've continued to push forward towards is the 45Z tax credit opportunity for biofuel companies. So essentially, 45Z tax credit rewards biofuel manufacturers who improve their carbon intensity score. And as farmers who supply the grain to make that biofuel, we can be a huge part of helping those companies reduce their numbers, therefore also getting paid for doing so. So just a little bit of math for you guys. We won't spend too much time on this. Here on the left is the opportunity for the ethanol company alone to reduce their carbon intensity score and make money with tax credits. That is only 2 cents per point per gallon of fuel produced. And I'll talk mostly ethanol for now, but I should say it's ethanol, biodiesel, and sustainable aviation fuel. All three of those are eligible for these tax credits. With the farmer on the right, the opportunity is 54 cents per CI point per bushel. So it can be really, really huge if the ethanol company can come to the farmer and get lower carbon intense grain. Lower CI grain comes from farms that are doing cover crops, reduced tillage, using manure, all those things that fall into the soil health practices that I just showed you guys a second ago. So, like I said, the farmer opportunity piece of this is huge. Without Continuum Ag and our help implementing these practices, documenting the data, and making sure that everything is there to show the ethanol company, the opportunity is about $50 per acre. So just, conventional practices, no cover crops, we're talking about maybe $50 per acre if you have a lower CI score. By using cover crops, using strip till, maintaining the same yield, and reducing fertilizer, all of which we know we can help farmers do through our region roadmap, we can get that potential value to $320 an acre. Now, obviously, there's question marks at the bottom. We don't know how much of that will end up in the farmer's pocket. Right now, it sounds like somewhere between 25 and 50%. 50% of $320 is still a lot of money. So the opportunity for the farmer here is huge. There have been plenty of carbon programs in the past that farmers can participate in. This is a little bit different. It's year by year. Everyone is eligible. So it really, I think, can change the space. And to a farmer, $320 per acre speaks a lot more than these lower prices that we've seen in the past. So there's a huge opportunity for us, Continuum here, to help facilitate this. There's a huge opportunity for the farmer to make more money, and then also a huge opportunity for the biofuel companies to reduce their CI scores too. There was a video in there, but we don't have time. It just was showing how to get on topsoil, fill out the profile. It's super easy. As farmers, we know that we are busy all the time and don't have much time to sit down in front of the computer and work through things. So we want to keep it simple and make sure that farmers can get all their information in and still be eligible to participate in these different things. So, any questions?